Hey guys, Shawnee Baby 2 here with Shawnee Baby 2 Gaming. Just gonna do a run through of the kind of gear you need to make it through all the acts in Inferno. I know a lot of people are having a hard time getting through the different acts, and this should hopefully help you barbarians out, especially if you're looking to play 2H. They're definitely a lot harder to build than the Sword and Shield. As you can see, these are my stock resistances here. They're pretty high, higher than you really need to get through all the acts, but the more of it you do have does help. With the war cry, you can see they go up to almost 950 all the way down the board. And really, I'm just, the acts are pretty easy for me now. I can go through acts 1 through 4 Inferno with really no problem as far as damage-wise towards me goes. Armor is also very key for that. And the way you boost your armor is your Nerves of Steel is a passive, as well as Tough as Nails. That way, the more vitality you have, the more actual armor you have. And between the two, the reduction is just insane, and you're getting low damage that way. And then the third and final thing you want to make sure you're doing to get your armor all the way up is you want to hire your Enchantress. And for her skill set, you want her to have powered armor. Increases your armor by 15%, and you get that last little boost there, and that helps, another couple percent, which makes a pretty big difference in the long run. Now, if you're just here to look at my items, you can just pause on any one of these. I'll be giving a rundown on each item individually in a minute. Now, starting with the helmet, what the most key thing about a helmet is having that socket. You get that huge life bonus because of that socket. You see here I'm at about 50k, which is probably a bit lower than most barbarians. I do have a lot more strength though and armor than probably most barbarians, but the 50k is still more than enough health you really need. I'd say at least 40k, but as you can see here, without the helmet, that's about a 9,000 health difference. A pretty big difference from where it's at before. And then of course resist all elements, very important, a little bit of strength. The life regen is also nice too, especially in boss fights, such as Diablo. Shoulders, pretty decent shoulders, great strength, vitality, a little bit of vitality, and resist all, plus the health regen again, very nice to have. Could be better, could have more vitality, could have more resist, but that's okay. Same thing with the helmet, this could have more strength, more vitality, maybe a little more resist. Amulet's okay. It's actually one of the things I'm looking to upgrade here pretty soon. It's got high strength, okay vitality, okay resist. The armor's a nice perk, so is the magic find. It's kind of why I got it when I bought it, is I wanted something with magic find. But now I just swap my gear anyway before I down mobs, so it's not as important to me. What I would do on an amulet, it's one of the only items you can get increased attack speed on, as well as critical chance and critical damage. Any combination of those is great, along with strength, vitality, and all resistances. Same thing with the helmet. If you can get a critical chance on a helmet, I would take it if you can get it. Armor, you get high vitality points in armor for some reason. I would get as much vitality on the armor as you can. As you can see here, I got just over 200 on mine. 100 strength as well, which is nice. And 40 to resist all elements, kind of low. Could be higher. Probably something I'll upgrade in the future with higher resists. Bracers, my bracers are okay too. 56 resist all. Could have more vitality. And also, bracers I believe you can get crit chance on. Something like what I have here with crit chance would really be optimal and higher vitality. My gloves are okay as well, high crit chance, perfect resist or almost perfect resist, 70 resist all elements. Highest I believe you can get on a 62 level glove. 147 vitality or strength is nice. I would, if I could optimally, I would have more strength, more vitality, crit chance, critical attack speed, and critical damage. Now a pair of gloves like that are going to be insanely expensive, probably 50 mil plus, but at least get the crit chance and the attack speed, the resist all, and the strength and the vitality. You get all those in a pair of gloves, and that's just nasty. Simple as it gets. The belt's okay. You can get really high strength numbers and vitality numbers. The resist all on this belt's great. Anything above 70 on any piece of item, any piece of gear, is about as good as it gets. 80 I believe is the highest. Above 70, really nice. The strength's decent. It could have more vitality. Could even have more strength. I think it goes up to like 230 or something on the belts. The pants here are pretty good. Got a lot of vitality. A lot of vitality you get on pants. Strength's decent too. The resist all could be a little higher. The boots are good. You really want to get that move speed on the boots. A lot of people overlook move speed. It really helps a lot, especially running away from packs or just getting through the game quicker to each part or whatever it is you're doing. Vitality's good. Dex is good. Strength is good. You want a little bit of Dex too, by the way. I forgot to mention that. You want around 500 Dex for that dodge chance. It really ups your health a lot, having that 500 Dex. I'm not quite there. I'm at 300, but eventually with more money and more gear, I'll get there. Sword's pretty good. Having strength and vitality on a sword's really nice. The life steal is also nice, but it's really not as good as life on hit. Life steal, they really tone down how much you get in Inferno mode, and it just really isn't that much unless I'm in Wrath mode. Life on hit's really the best thing to have. Like 600-700 life on hit's great, and crit damage is also awesome for a barbarian. As you can see here, I got a crit damage rune inside of 70%. Now, if I could really pick the optimal weapon, it would be something similar to this, but instead of 1100 DPS, I'd have around 1400, 1500, even 1600 if you could afford it. And instead of the life steal, maybe give me some life on hit, and after that, I would take a natural crit chance already on the weapon, and then a socket for a crit chance rune, and then you get huge crit damage. You figure 70% on the weapon, and then another 80% from your rune. That's a lot of crit damage you're going to be getting. That you combine that with crit chance on your gear, and maybe some more crit damage. You could potentially be doing a lot of damage. And then for your rings, you obviously want all resists, strength and vitality if you can get it, and attack speed. It's pretty much simple as it gets. Anything like that's going to be really expensive, and I try and get as close to that as I can gear. As you can see here, I'm missing vitality. But if it had vitality on it, this ring would be, I think I paid like maybe, I don't know, 3 mil for this ring. With vitality, it would have cost 20, 30 mil. Stuff gets really expensive when you start getting towards the perfect gear. Same thing with this one. Check critical hit chance. I actually stole this one, I think, for a couple mil on a bid. Yeah, so it's got crit chance and attack speed, which is awesome. If you can get attack speed and crit chance and crit damage, that's as good as it gets there. And vitality, of course, is missing on this one, but that's okay. It's still a pretty damn good ring. Might be one of the best pieces of gear I got. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment, and I will answer them. And like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Shawnee Baby Gaming.